aggressive AVP League has its second East Coast date and its second night of action here in Miami. Looking forward to more from inside Sephora Arena as we welcome you in for a men's matchup. The Dallas Dream taking on the Austin Aces, to a crowd that has come inside and is excited about our little sandbox here. Kevin Barnett alongside Cameron Irwin. We have had exceptionally close played volleyball through night number 1. We'll see if night number 2 continues in that direction. Already had a victory on the women's side. Mayhem versus Passion. Mayhem up on top, Passion with a sub. And Miami took care of business. See what happens here in our first of 2 men's matches on the night. Paul Lotman and Miles Partain for Dallas. Troy Field and Ryan Wilcox for the Aces.
I just want to figure out how I can become the jib operator. Just a fantastic venue to get this thing off and underway, but a chance to see the Dallas Dream. What I was so impressed with last night was their force and how aggressive they stayed from an offensive standpoint. Miles Partain and, of course, Paul Lotman in the mix. As you look to the other side, the Austin Aces, Troy Field and Ryan Wilcox. You have a chance to see one athlete making his way back to the 2026 AVP League and one that is now a rookie, and Ryan Wilcox.
Ryan Wilcox's debut was 14 kills and hit 524, added 6 digs. Now, the only blight on that was 5 service aces. We'll see how the young man, the young defender, and one-time UC Santa Barbara star on the left-hand side of your screen, dials it all in the service aspect of the game here in his second effort in league play. On a little Hawaii native, a little shakas as he comes out into the sandbox.
Impressive arm as well on Ryan Wilcox.
A high-flying, creative volleyball player with a demeanor that adds to the game and the experience for the fans. Troy Field, now 32 years of age at 6'4". He is the only YouTube University graduate that we have. That is how he got his degree in volleyball. Got inspired in 2012 and finds himself in league play once again here in 2026. Second time for him. 2 seasons ago, he was involved. They're coming off of a 2-0 loss to Crab and Benish yesterday, and now they're going to face off with the Dream, one half of what used to be Benish and Partain last year. We're back to Lotman Partain this year.
An old partnership renewed in the 2026 season. Paul Lotman, the Olympian, he loves playing alongside the youthful Miles Partain. You talk about what this duo can bring. It is option play after option play. It felt like 50, maybe even 60% of that offense coming on the hand of Miles Partain just an evening ago.
And he just keeps going, everybody. An insane athlete with a heavy, heavy arm. Let me hear it for Mr. Team USA, Mr.
Paul Lotman, an Olympian, a veteran now at 40 years old, still getting it done. He showed some offensive capability last night, his own opportunity to go on 2 alongside his partner, as well as some excellent serving. Good to see Lotman back out on the sand. He added in 4 blocks as well. So we'll see what kind of a force he is at the net with Miles Partain behind him and alongside him. 23 kills, 10 digs in that 2-1 loss last night, which featured 2 deuce overtime sets. They won 18-16, then lost 17-19, 11-15. But I thought acquitted themselves quite well. It was a nice start to the season despite the loss.
Yeah, and actually there was a little bit of a debrief on social media for Miles Partain, as we've come to know. He loves to break down the game, and immediately after last night, he said that Phil was just playing at a different level. He also talked about just the counter moves Phil Dahlhauser was making against him, and he's always looking to find that next edge, right, that gets him to play that chess match one play ahead. And last night, set 3, he felt like he was 1 step behind.
So keep an eye out for those on-2 attacks. You want a little numeric representation of how it went last night. In set number 1, Miles Partain received 0 serves, 0 receptions. He had 7 kills. 4 of those came in on-2 opportunities. The rest came off his own defensive creations. We'll see. Ryan Wilcox will get us started here. They'll go right at Partain to begin, and the left-hander will put that one away.
So when you don't want to deal with the option play, one of the great locations to serve is right down the middle. You kind of force both the side-out players to have to collapse in, hesitating that option play that much more.
So first service for Partain. He can throw a variety of different things at you. Here it's going to be a short float in front of Wilcox. He'll step two and roll shot that one. Ryan Wilcox, Big West Player of the Year in a magical season that saw UC Santa Barbara Gauchos go all the way to the national semifinals. Four-time All-American as well during his time at UCSB. Jump set delivery. Lotman with Troy Field in front of him. First block on the weekend for Field.
Troy Field staying up at the net, respecting the hands of Miles Partain, even on the out-of-system play. We need a few more of those.
Softly done there, right in front of a charging Wilcox.
But nearly identical passes from Paul Lotman, kind of shoving that ball over to the right side, forcing out of the middle. And again, Troy Field staying up at the net this time when Lotman's about 5 feet off the net.
Soft touch by Lotman, but no one is behind him. 3-2 aces.
A change in tempo there. The arm for Troy Field gets up, nice high set. It's going to force Paul Lotman to be patient at the bottom of his block jump.
Wilcox, that quick arm. And there's going to be a double call. Pretty good call that time.
Stealing the highlight away. I don't know, that looked...
Are you going spectacular play clause, Cam? Is that what you're allowing?
I think so.
All right, Cameron says let it go.
I mean, in the slow-mo was a little closer on the simultaneous contact.
Wilcox will hybrid effort this time down the middle as well. And a nice dig there. He'll get an opportunity to swing. And he'll use the block. Conversion by the aces.
And that's not just a transition point. That point is so important because he takes away the heavy cross-court option play for the lefty, Miles Partain. That was the exact shot he hit relentlessly last night.
A service to follow, 6-2. Timeout time?
For sure. You're also 2 away from the switch, so you're thinking maybe can we hang on, can we grab a couple and preserve that timeout?
4-0 run, a variety of different points here for Austin. Wilcox spins another one, this time to Lotman. Another dig, but this one out of bounds.
But same thing, they are tasking Ryan Wilcox to dig the heavy driven ball on the option play into the angle.
Partain moves positions, works down the line to Field. High ball. Field tees off.
Troy Field gets up, loves to keep those shoulders into the angle, crossbody, pulling that block back the opposite direction.
Troy Field, one-time ball boy in his youth at the Huntington Beach AVP event. Always likes to take care of the fans whenever he's here. He's doing that last night as that ball is taken care of deftly by Miles Partain.
All 3 options to that right back corner.
You'll find Troy when his match is over. He will be in the crowd, through the crowd, enjoying, giving high fives, signing autographs, taking pictures, kissing babies.
He's not just looking for wins, he's also looking for the AVP ambassador title, league title.
He might end up being mayor of Laguna Beach at some point. I would not be shocked. Not sure he can do it with that haircut, but we're gonna see.
No, for sure you could with that.
The single length curls?
Yep.
You can cut that thing with a Flowbee, I think. Set it on number 6. Let it go. Wilcox been good from the line so far. He's got that quick whip of an arm, a little pause, and then it comes around. In control, Lotman scoops it. Partain terminates.
Finding that next evolution. This time, Partain pulls it a little bit more middle. Watch the defensive positioning of Ryan Wilcox. Little hesitation, pushes to the right. tries to pull back.
Field again. Nice high set from his partner, and another big swing from Troy. What do you think, Floby or suck cut? Which one did you prefer? Okay. Bet the beach. Let's see if you're on that one.
Just take out the scissors.
Partain, that one's a little bit tight. Wilcox left at the net. Cannot reach it. What do you think about leaving Ryan Wilcox up at the net? 6'2". Good jumper.
Yeah, I think at that point you're just trying to find something different in the backcourt, right? Troy Field has been a defender previously with the AVP. He's making the switch back to blocker now.
Working on Troy here, and Troy works for a little bit different flavor of a play. Net violation called late, limbo unsuccessful. Troy's gonna have to go back to the tiki bar and practice this one.
I think he's asking if the net violation came after the ball landed on the sand, meaning the play was dead at that point. We'll have to look at the timing here.
That's close.
It's funny to watch someone fall in slow-mo and then actually be in slow-mo, falling even slower.
Double slow?
Double slow.
Tough serve. That's going to be an ace from Paul Lotman, his first.
Fantastic timing for the Dallas Dream. They've been hanging tough. Big separation of score in the first set, but they're starting to climb the ladder. And it helps when you've got the serve of Paul Lotman. He knows this is something, a skill he has to bring to this partnership. That and passing.
9-8, a little run here for Dallas to get back into it. That's going to be a 4-0, 4-1 run, pardon me. And a timeout called by Austin. So this is week 3. We're here in Miami. It's been successive events here for us. Week 1 was in Belmar. Week 2 was in Aspen. This is night number 2 here in Miami as we take a look at what's upcoming. We'll be in Las Vegas next week. Resorts World, the location for that one if you want to join us in Sin City. Then a little bit of a break will be in Los Angeles. That'll be actually down in the Port of Long Beach if you want to come down. The eventual Olympic site. You can get a preview of that as well as a good look at our league athletes. And then Central Park and East Hampton in back-to-back weeks. Both events last year shined. Hope you can join us for one of those. Dallas will be the conclusion to the regular season, followed by the championships in Chicago. Big city, the Windy City, which was extremely windy yesterday with some tornado warnings and flying chairs and uprooted trees. It was quite the exciting day in Chicago. It will hopefully be a little calmer weather-wise when we arrive for the championships.
Just wondering about the weather out in East Hampton. EHP Resort and Marina is calling my name.
We're lucky you left at all to just purchase a home and stay out there in East Hampton. So far, Troy Field and Paul Lotman have been the targets with the serves. Wilcox gets this one out of the timeout. Still 1-point lead, no more. Big block by Paul Lotman, who had 4 yesterday.
Another strong reach from Paul Lotman. He's what I like to call a timing blocker. Coming up clutch at the right time, shifting those arms, dropping across his body, showing one thing and then quickly taking away another. It's right on the money, though, as to when they appear in a match. Maybe one here.
Yeah, tough one. Joust, won by Paul Lotman. Flex down by the man who's done the work on and off the court. 10-9. The run continues here now, 6-1.
Feels like he's the strongest he's been at 40 years old. Loves where his body's at. This is a great representation. A little extra muscle down. His partner actually in the same vein, also losing 20 pounds, Miles Partain, just in the last year.
That ball's well out of bounds, well vertical up the block. 11-9.
It's been quite the theme throughout the men's side of the game. Changing of body composition, getting ready for 2026. Not surprised too, as everyone's not only fighting for the cup and the championship title, but also with LA 2028 on the dawn.
Outworked off the block by Field with a lot of angle on it. 11-10. Wilcox looking for a spot. Lotman just got there. And Field got right in front of him. Monster block indeed. French fries on the board here in the first.
Troy Field enjoying the moment, and it's a big one.
Yeah, enjoying it with the crowd too. Everyone into it. And that will be timeout now the other way. Both teams utilizing their timeouts. This time it's Dallas calling it. Maybe trying to prevent some early momentum off that big stuff block. Let's take a look back at Troy Field picking up his second of this opening frame.
Priorities of a blocker, try and take away some space, and if you can pick up a point here or there, that's even better. Watch the move. Dropping those hands all the way to the sand, shift just at the last second, and the full dive. Arms pressed over.
Did he get the celebration in before he hit the ground? Was that still in the air? Big stuff. Yes, with the arm before he returned to the silica. The Miami and Palm Beach fans are here for it. Texas facing off right now. Florida will face off coming up in our next two matches. One of our next two matches, as we'll have the Aces versus Dream next on the women's side, and then we'll have Phil Dalhousie, the legend, returning to center sand. Palm Beach Passion, Miami Mayhem. Right now it's tied up with 4 to go perhaps here in set number 1. Dream and Aces. And Miles Partain detonates that one for 12 points.
Paul seen the majority of the side out game, 10 total receptions just in this first set. That one dialed perfectly for his partner.
Short to Troy. Option not taken by Ryan. Troy will reach and find a little too much distance on that one, although it was close. We
challenge this.
Get a little look here.
Looked like a little bit of a different arm swing from Troy Field as well, kind of coming back around the backside of the ball, catching a little extra air rather than just getting on top of it.
Mark Schneider, Mark Sherman. My friend's Mark Schneider. Mark Sherman getting in on the conversation there. I'm not sure he has any ability to overrule.
He might have some pull.
No man in a string backpack is allowed to be a part of the officiating crew. Ball confirmed out of bounds.
Here's a look at this arm swing though. It kind of comes back around, hooks it. That ball wide.
So back to live action, right back to Field. Lead now 2. Field finds the angle this time, puts it into the crowd and almost up to our
that's the
broadcast location.
Great swing. That's the difference right there. Getting on top of the ball a little quicker to get elevated. Good reach. Last one he let drop just a little bit too far, hence flattened out.
They're going to need one here. A very offensive first set. Lotman takes the jump set, puts it away. So we are on to a set point here. The Austin Aces, the time is now. Lotman right down the middle, nearly had it. Field will try and chop it. Dangerous play. As he flies into the net, the ball flies long, and the first set is in the scorebook at 15-12.
Paul Lotman serve paying dividends, as well as his block late in set number 1, really climbing them or getting themselves back into this set. Destructive. Dangerous right there.
Yeah, Troy trying to avoid Paul Lotman. He does that, but cannot avoid the loss at 15-12. 5:45. Lotman and Partain with the offensive output in the first. They do a good job of limiting the other side as well. 4 blocks in total. Who will dominate set number 2 when we return to Miami, Dallas, and Austin?
AVP Beach Volleyball is more than a sport. It's an experience, and for just $59 a year, AVP Gold membership gives you all access. Ticket discounts all season, early access to seats, compete in AVP events, and big savings on pro gear. Get in the game and experience everything the AVP has to offer. Get your Gold membership today at avp.com.
Championship.
Drafted by the NBA and Kennedy AVP.
Just take a look at this iconic field.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
We have a huge crowd, overflow capacity.
Cameron, a lot of players and people have been waiting for this moment in this place.
Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier to be right here, right now.
If you're a member of the AVP Gold membership, you can go end up in the Gold Suite here, high up above the Crow's Nest. It comes with drinks and food and some of the best seats in the house. Definitely get your membership today to be eligible when you arrive at an AVP League event. Get in the game, members.avp.com. Kevin Partain back alongside Cameron Irwin as we're looking at the halfway mark here of night number 2 in Miami, and we're looking at the end of week 3 at the end of this, and who is in the lead is the question. We've seen a lot of action from Miami thus far. 5-2, an excellent start for both the men's and the women's side.
And considering the fact that they have had to face off against the Palm Beach Passion, that mark looks even more impressive. Of course, Palm Beach, the defending Cup champions from 2025. But it's really bi-coastal, right? When you look at the top 4 for this win percentage, San Diego, LA, Miami, and Palm Beach.
We're going to get another look at LA here shortly. Exciting there with Anderson and Chacon. Though on the women's side, an exciting pair, and then Weber and Smith back once again as we look at the dream schedule. They'll be back in Las Vegas next week, facing off with that aforementioned LA team as well as New York, and we'll see them in LA and Dallas as the summer wears on. For Austin, they're looking to get off to a better start here in set number 2. Field continues to be the target. He continues to work on that high ball, and he'll chop that one just to the right of Miles Partain.
Troy seeing twice as many opportunities out of side out. Now with his 6th kill in this matchup.
Lotman on 2. Anything you can do, I can also do. I don't know about better.
Very clean on the option attack. I like the footwork, efficient, big arm swing, and making sure that the Austin Aces have to respect him.
Were you sensing a lack of respect for Paul Lotman? I had not noticed that. That would be a mistake.
At least on the option play.
Okay. Field manages to get out of the way. Lotman manages to get a touch. Back up and the put away. Beautiful play by the one-time indoor star.
On that flexibility. It's a big move right here. Full extension, just 2 steps to get it done.
Lotman to the jump serve. He'll sneak that one through for the point.
Good things happen when you hit it hard, Kevin.
Lotman's 2nd ace, first of this set. It's true. It's true. Caveman volleyball, pretty good. 3-1. Austin, who was up early 6-2 in the first before Dallas took control. Here, Wilcox sees a serve. And he'll swing deep to the corner.
nice off-balance swing from Ryan Wilcox. Ball just slightly behind his head. You kind of recognize that as he's dropping to the ground, catching those last 2 steps backwards, but still right on the mark in terms of calculation cross court.
A lot of work to do offensively here for Austin. Dallas continues to not have a care in the world as they are starting to hit over 600 as a pair. Dallas took the loss yesterday, but they did have a number of good attacking numbers throughout against the defending champions in Crab and Dahlhauser. Big run for Field, who laces that one.
It's crazy to watch Troy Field hit a volleyball. His chest is above the height of the net. Look at this vertical. I remember when he first stepped onto the sand, everyone was talking about how he could touch the bottom of the pier in Manhattan Beach.
Lotman looks down after hitting a bunch. Here he'll just go softly over the top, showing his beach chops.
Well-rounded on the attack. You can see them communicating on that set location, the set height. As comfortable as they are with one another. Always looking to find that 1% better.
Wilcox will go to the left-hand side where he's comfortable, but that one is wide right. So 6-3 the advantage now for Dallas, who took the first set, 15-12. First of 2 men's matches on the evening here for the crowd inside Sephora Arena. Right down the middle, Wilcox with the platform and the stab here. Partain steps in. I don't know what he said to Paul, but it was communicated to go to the back set, and it's a winner, 3-0 run.
I think that was as quick as possible and behind your head. Paul Lotman just turned into an indoor setter, playing some tempo behind his head.
Timeout called by Austin, now trailing 7-3. A complete reversal from the story in the first set. Early moments.
Yeah.
What can Austin do here, Cameron, if they're going to get back in this set? They have lost the momentum from the moment that they had led 6-2. It's been a lot of Dallas wrapping around from the first to the second set.
I think it starts with trying to find at least a dig. Right now, Field and Wilcox just one in terms of a combination. So as much as you want to look to their offensive efficiency, it's about limiting some of those errors and then trying to find a hand or two, slowing down that of Lotman and Partain. Lotman currently at 429. Partain is 8 of 9.
That'll do in every circumstance, won't it?
Added the tough service pressure of Lotman. For the Austin Aces, just finding that first contact. You've seen a couple of those sets and the attackers falling down unbalanced. They've definitely cleaned up their service errors from an evening ago.
Another tough serve with good pace on it from Paul Lotman. Miles Partain runs that down with his offhand. And misses the chip shot. A difficult effort, well off the tape.
And the immediate adjustment from Miles Partain. He has the missed contact and he's already shadow boxing, right? Shadow swinging. The shot he wanted to make.
Serve is long, and side switch will be an 8-4. Crowd getting the call from Mark Sherman to root for Dallas. Crowd responding. Aces fans trying to match. Gold member suite feasting.
trying to go for that serve. At one point or another, it's got to fall his direction. Just barely missing with the top of the tape. Partain asking for a better view.
That pass too tight. Point aces. Ryan Wilcox been pretty consistent tonight with his service pressure.
Could use a few more aces right here.
Indeed, they could.
Rip best ball. Another off the top.
That ball's wide. So a little bit of pressure and a nice run here to get within one by the aces. Two of them for Wilcox, one in this service run here. One-time stand down at Punahou, the volleyball factory. Out in Hawaii, another tough serve. And another big block from his partner.
Troy Field so quick to get over the net, a massive press. That set just barely. In this set alone.
Troy Field, go with that short hop here, float, and miss wide right. 10-9, aces in it.
It's a hard one for me. Your defense was paying off for the Austin Aces. Throw one in and kind of try and see if you can play with that Troy Field block.
See if Miles tries to go back to that line again. Another nice reach by Lotman. And then a miss from the aces.
It's the second at throw I've seen from Miles Partain in just 48 hours. He likes this from his partner.
Two-point lead. Short serve. Field in the middle. Finds enough space to his right.
Keep
going to Troy Field. His 6th attempt in this second set. Out of sight out, he's been good.
And you want him to go to Wilcox, right? Wilcox keyed the run here from his service.
At least test him. I understand wanting to go to Field late, but...
Partain with a rare miss on 2, and we're right back to tied once again.
The other part, too, if you test Wilcox a little bit, you're also testing the hands of Troy Field as a setter.
Both teams have used their timeout already, and that is a big miss for Austin. Wilcox, first in his family to be on the volleyball court. His journey different than his parents. Debbie and Keone, I haven't seen him here, so I know you're watching out Southern California these days. Field blocked back. That was close. Played by Willie. Dug by Miles. Good opportunity. Miles with a technical prowess. Puts it away for the 13th point.
Absolute wizardry. Miles Partain, his ability to control this first contact. Remarkable, keeping that on his side of the net. Right out of the middle, and he showcases more control on the attack.
Still working on Field. And he's wide to the left this time. That ball out as well, and we're going to be at a match point. Troy Field's going to argue this. Cameron, what did you see?
I thought that ball was just wide. That's tough, too, going crossbody. He's not completely out of the middle here. See, just off to the left.
Mark Sherman is again going to get in on this. He's not wearing the string backpack this time, so maybe he gets a say. I'm not sure. Sand splashing back is not going to count here on the line. So confirmed out of bounds, and we are at a match ball opportunity for the Dallas Dream. Crowd on their feet. Troy pulls that one off the net. Lotman shuts it down. A block by Paul for 15-11 and a straight sets win for the Dallas Dream.
The Dallas Dream showing up in a big way. What a comeback after last night's loss. Walking away with a straight sets victory. This team's identity has now been solidified. It's the option. It's the serve of Paul Lotman. And it's the handful of wild digs you see from Miles Partain. This is a duo that can absolutely do some damage in 2026.
Partnership that is reborn in this season comes up with a victory. They'll go 1-1. Will the men from Dallas. Austin off to a tough start, 0-2. We have more volleyball to come. 2 more from Miami.